Hello, and welcome back to the Four Horsemen. My name is Paul, representing Diecast Graveyard. Myself, along with my fellow teammates, Jeff from 164 Revival, Xavier from Diecast Show Customs, and Keith from Outlaw Speed Shop, make up the Four Horsemen. Now, every month we have a build, and it's chosen by one of the team members. Well, this month's build is a Studebaker pickup truck, and the theme is drag racing. Now, this theme was selected by Xavier from Diecast Show Customs. Again, the theme is drag racing here, so we have to turn this Studebaker pickup truck into a drag racing machine. So let's go ahead and start with today's build. Here I've drilled the truck apart. Let's go ahead and see what we've got to work with here. This is a brand new casting. It's actually a pretty cool looking truck. And right now at this moment I have no idea what I'm going to do. It's going to be shooting from the hip. I'm going to have to widen the wheel wells because I want to put some big slicks on the back. It's pretty cool. Windshield, of course it's brand new, so no problems there. And we're definitely going to do a wheel change. Now these are real riders, but we're going to put some drag racing wheels on here. It's got the radiator in the front. That's pretty neat looking too. I like how that looks. I thought about cutting out a hole to put a motor in or a scoop or something, but I think I got something else planned. That's pretty neat. Alright, let's go ahead and continue on. Now this truck has real riders, so we're going to go ahead and grind those out. Just grind off the little retainers that are holding the axles in place. Now these are pretty nice tires. I'll use them on another project, but these just won't work for what I have planned. I got these titanium bits that you can find on my Amazon Marketplace page. These things are priceless, folks. There's about 10 bits that come in the kit, and it's about $18 or something like that. But they last you a long time, and they grind metal super great. So if you get a chance, check out my Amazon Marketplace page and look for these bits. Now that I got the axles and the wheels taken out, I'm going to use a file, and I'm going to file out the little channel that holds the axles in place for when we put the new wheels in. I want that nice and clear. That's looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and move on. Here I've got the back end of the truck, and I knew that these wheels would not fit in the wheel wells once we put them on. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use the wheel to outline the wheel well, and we're going to grind away the excess metal. Make sure you get it all. And this is just so when you grind it away, it's even. It doesn't look like somebody got in there with an axe and chopped it out, even though the drawing kind of looks like that. Make sure you get it all the way around. Alright, well that's looking good. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to get our grinder, and we're going to grind away in those fender wells to make them larger to accept the new tires. Let's go ahead and speed this up. If you have any questions about anything we do in these videos, just go ahead and leave a comment, and I'll do my best to get back to you. I read every single one, I promise I do. I do my best to get back to you. Here again, I'm using these titanium bits. That looks pretty awesome. These things work fantastic, like I said. It takes practice to use them and to use them the way you want to. So don't be afraid to get in there and grind away on an older car or something like that. That's looking nice. Now we're going to take a file and we're going to file off the rough edges and just smooth it out a little bit. And that'll look pretty good. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click on that little bell to be alerted to any future videos that come out. That looks awesome. Let's go ahead and put the wheels in and test it out. Now you can see here that they fit pretty good, but you also need to put in the plastic piece that holds the wheels in place to make sure that the wheel isn't going to travel when it's sitting on the table if you're going to roll it, etc. So that's another thing that you probably need to do there. Now here I did the front and the back. I'm not going to glue those in place like I said, because this blue plastic piece has retainers for the axles. So those are going to hold the wheels in and they're going to roll freely. Let's just go ahead and put it all together and check it out. It's good in the back, but it seems to be rubbing a little bit in the front. So we'll have to check that out. I've got these little drag chutes. I'm going to use one of those for the back of the car. That'll be awesome. I got this from Grizz at Bearcat 3D Designs. So if you get a chance, check out Grizz's website and see what he has to offer as far as 3D printed materials for your diecast hobby. He also makes the replacement bearings for the Redline Hot Wheels, so check him out. Let's go ahead and move on. Now that we got all the grinding done, it's time to strip the paint off the car. So we're going to use this citrus strip. Now this is pretty reliable stuff. It doesn't work fast, but it is reliable. You can get it at Walmart for about $11 a bottle, so it's pretty reasonably priced too. And it'll last you a while, depending on how many cars you're doing, of course. We got it all cleaned off. We got it primed. Now we're going to put a base coat of Createx. I'm trying to remember what the hell it is. It's coarse aluminum silver. Make sure you get all your hard to reach areas. Now this is going to put down a really good base, and we're going to use some Candy 2.0 colors from Createx next. But this color on here, the colors I plan on using, are going to be absolutely incredible. I've been really looking forward to using these. Now I am going to make a video and show you how to apply these paints a little bit more detailed than I show here. So that'll be a video coming out hopefully in the near future. Now this paint will take about 30 minutes to dry, and then you can come back in with the Candy 2.0 colors. Here we've already got them pre-mixed. Here's the metallic aluminum. That looks fantastic. I've got Candy 2.0 Blood Red. That looks great. It looks like blood too, so there you go. Here I've got Candy 2.0 Marine Blue. Candy 2.0 Tequila Yellow. Now you're going to mix these 1-to-1 with this UVLS Clear. 1-to-1 mixture. Now you're definitely going to be need to put some pressure out there, and you're going to have to make sure that you've got a good size needle, like a 0.5 or something. Now it will work with a 0.3, but you'll need to thin it down some with some reducer. Now here I'm using the Tequila Yellow, and I'm spraying it back approximately 2/3, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that Candy 2.0 and I'm going to fade it in like rainbow colors, as you'll see here in a few minutes. Now make sure you put light coats, very light coats. If you put down heavy coats, you're going to wind up having to do it again. Make sure you get into your fender wells and stuff like that, because you want the paint job to look even. Here I'm using my Grex Tritium airbrush, and this has a 0.5 needle in it. It's a fantastic brush that I got from the folks at Spray Gunner. Now these are not cheap. They're a little bit pricey, but I'll tell you what, as far as reliability, this brush is incredible. Okay. Next, we're going to spray in the Marine Blue, this Candy 2.0 Marine Blue. And we're going to put a very light coat going into the yellow, so the yellow and the blue mix and make a green. Now, Candy 2.0 does have several shades of green, but I wanted to show you that if you didn't have a whole bunch of colors, you could use them to mix and to make colors that you want to. Now your main colors, your primary colors, yellow, blue, and red. And you can make any color in the spectrum there. Again, don't saturate it. Light coats. That's starting to look really, really cool. Let's go ahead and on to the next color. Now here, we're going to use the Blood Red. I'm going to spray the back of the truck, and then I'm going to spray it into the blue so it blends from a red to a purple. And that'll make it look really sharp. All it takes is practice on your part, folks, to do these fades. But you're going to need an airbrush. Can you do this stuff with a spray can? Yes. But the spray can tends to put out so much paint, and sometimes these vehicles, these cars, they come with incredible little details on them, and lettering and door handles and door jambs and stuff like that. And if you spray these big, thick, heavy paints with the spray can, it's going to fill all that stuff in and take away a lot of your detail. And these are one of the reasons that I love to use an airbrush on these cars like this, so you can get better detail with it. That's looking fantastic. Let's go ahead and move on. Okay, I've got my Candy 2.0 here, and I already gave it a light clear coat and let that dry. I'm going to rub on the microset, and I'm going to put on some decals that I made myself here. Now I have the capability of doing white toner decals. Now, one of the downfalls to making white toner decals is you have to make sure that the white lines up with the color that's on top. I was having a little bit of a problem, so then I decided I'm going to print the white and then put the color decal over the top of it. Paul at Fat Guy Productions does the same thing. Whenever he wants his decals to make sure that they're perfectly aligned, he does this. Now, the decal printer we have, the HP printer that we have, it has a little bit of a problem lining things up. So you know, the smaller the decal, the harder it is to line up. Go ahead and squeegee out the excess water. Just be careful because you can move it still. There it is, Uncle Paulie. Hey, why not? I just decided to have a little bit of fun with it. Now I'm going to blot out the excess water, and we're going to go ahead and do the other side. Now I got a few other decals that I want to put on. There's some racing decals, and you'll see that when we get done. Here I've got the interior and the vinyl cover that goes over the back. I went ahead and made a roll bar out of some brass tubing, and then drilled some holes into the plastic in the back and then put it in. Glued it in place. Now I'm spraying it down with the black vinyl paint from the Redline shop. Now the best part about the black vinyl paint from the Redline shop, folks, is that you can use it straight out of the bottle and you don't mix any hardener or activator with it. And it dries almost instantly as long as you put it on very thin. I plan on going back in and repainting the roll bar silver, but this was the best way to do it. That's looking awesome. Let's go ahead and move on. Here we have all of our pieces. Here's the body, Uncle Paulie. Now again, I used that Candy 2.0 on there from Createx, sold at Spray Gunner. Fantastic product. The fade turned out great. It looks fantastic out in the sun. I mean, it's incredible. Here's the base with the wheel swap. That looks good and rolls free. Well, again, the wheels are loose. They're held in by the plastic. Here's the plastic. Again, those little tabs hold the wheels in. Here's the windshield. And I got that roll cage put into the vinyl. And this is what we started with. The Studebaker pickup truck. Now again, this was submitted to us from Xavier at Diecast Show Customs. And it's a pretty awesome build. We took everything apart. We turned it into a drag truck. We put some brand new wheels on there. We did a fantastic paint job. We made our own decals. We put it all together. We clear coated it, and it turned out fantastic. And here's the result. Uncle Paulie's drag truck. I'm pretty happy with this. I'm very pleased. Got a hood scoop there from another car. Got the tank in the front there and the drag chute in the back from Bearcat 3D Designs. I made all the decals myself, and what a fantastic paint job. I mean, I had a great time with the Candy 2.0 colors. Now I'm going to be coming out with a video, like I said, that goes over the different Candy 2.0 colors, so be aware of that. And I'm also going to be doing one on the Spectre Flame paint and show you folks how to use that too. And there's a whole bunch of new paints coming out from Spray Gunner called Chroma Air. They're adding pearls and metallics to their lineup. But this was a fun build. And like I said, please check out the other builders. Send your glamour shot along with your logo to the 4horsemendiecast@gmail.com. I will do a recap video, but if you don't send me a picture, then I won't search for it. You need to get a hold of me, so make sure you send it there. Don't forget to subscribe to the 4 Horsemen Diecast channel also, because that's where the recap is going to be. And make sure you take a really good picture of your truck, okay? Nothing sideways or upside down or anything like that. I mean, this is what the people are looking at to look at your vehicle. So please, nice picture. Thanks for joining me today on the 4 Horsemen. My name is Paul, representing Diecast Graveyard. Don't forget to go to 4 Horsemen Diecast YouTube channel, check out the schedule, and see what build is coming next month. I look forward to seeing you. Thank you so much, and cheers.